Yay, here we are again. God, Dabo makes it so easy for the haters. It's crazy. It's like when the Monstars play the Looney Tunes before they get Michael's secret stuff, where they're just dunking and dominating. Dabo is just making this easy. He's giving the haters just layups. But here we are again, Dabo in the news again, talking about the transfer portal. I think Dabo might be the only real honest troll out there. I actually think he is trolling everyone because he says stuff like with a smirk and he's laughing about it, but he's not clowning himself. He actually believes this stuff. So he is a true troll in my opinion, but fully honest and transparent. But let's dive into the topic at hand. Dabo is riding the high school recruiting wave, and he is infatuated with it. It has brought him 2 national championships and a ton of success. And honestly, still being an excellent high school recruiter will fare your program better than being an excellent transfer portal recruiter. That being said, the transfer portal still exists, and we do need to, you know, you know. Look at that as a real option. But even when Dabo gets tossed off this high school recruiting wave, he gets right back on. Others get tossed off and they look to the right or the left and oh, there's a wave over there. It looks a little bit more formed and mature. Let's take a look at that one. Let's try that one on for size. And then we can come back to the high school recruiting wave, that wave, whenever we want to. And we love that wave. That's going to be our go-to wave. But you know what? For now, let's go try that. Dabo doesn't do that. Everyone else in the sport does that except for him. So, high school recruiting, this tactic is fantastic. It's what every parent wants to hear. What parent doesn't want to hear what Dabo is preaching? We're investing in your son. We're prioritizing education. We're a developmental program. We're not going to look elsewhere. He is the poster boy for high school recruiting. But college football is a crooked neighborhood. Not using the same resources everyone else has to play with intentionally will set you back, a la last season. I keep pointing out the Florida State game. They're into overtime. Who gets the winning touchdown? Keon Coleman. Clemson needed a receiver. Keon Coleman was there, right for the taking. They go to an in-conference rival. That person ends up winning the game in overtime. So, it needs to be addressed. Now, I've made my stance with Dabo before. I still think he's one of the best coaches in the game. The dude has all of the tools. We've seen it work. He's a great recruiter. Right now, Dabo is putting the kids first, not the success of the team. Now, that sounds a little bit counterintuitive, but that's what's happening. Dabo could immediately pluck a quarterback or a hog molly up front on the offense or defense and make this roster better. But he chooses not to for the kids that he has recruited, developed a relationship, and that he has on his current roster. Truthfully, I hope Dabo's philosophy wins out. It's very wholesome. It's nice to have something wholesome in the world, and especially in college football where it's just very, crooked. So I hope more programs adopt this philosophy. But being lumped in with the service academies as the only schools to not take a transfer will wipe you out faster than the extinction of the dinosaurs. So we'll see which wins out. If Clemson goes on and wins some more conference championships and makes some splashes in the college football playoff, then maybe he continues this approach and it becomes successful. But right now, in the current climate, right now in May 2024, not addressing the transfer portal, bringing in pieces of need is hurting the Clemson Tigers.